Hey everyone, this is KT. You have made it to day 15 or day 30 of our 7-Eleven Tabata challenge. So today we're going to kind of take it a little bit easy. You can kind of take the day off unless you want to continue to work today. But today we just kind of have a stretching routine for you. And feel free to repeat this on any of the other days after you've done a workout, as there are no cool downs on the other ones. So we're going to do the same format. It'll be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, just kind of loosen up again in between each stretch. And you know, because it's not high intensity, I'm not going to list you the whole thing. I'll just kind of let you know what we're doing as we go. Okay? So, but the first thing we are going to do is Broadway leg circles. So it's just going to be bringing your legs in and all the way out. Nice and loose. Okay? And then we'll switch legs. So let's just focus on one side right now. Even if you can't do your foot all the way up, you just do a knee in and then knee back in to rotate the other way. If you've already worked out today, go ahead and go for that kick. Alright, and then loosen it up. We'll do the other side. Of course, there's always something that tries to interrupt us. Some kicks in. It's more just getting that rotation going. The looseness in that joint. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is just arm circles. So we're going to do like a swim forward, and then we will do a swim back. Alright, so just nice, gentle forward. Get that full range of motion going. Feels so good. Loosen that up. Then we're going to go in reverse for that backstroke. Nice. I do have a little bit of cracking that happens when I do some of these rotations, so I just go a little bit slower. You don't want to force anything. You shouldn't be in pain. The next thing we're going to do is just rotate and twist your core. So as you rotate, please pivot your knee and go on the ball of your foot as you twist so that you do not have any knee issues. And it's just nice and gentle. It's not for speed. It's just loosening that up, loosening up your core. Nice gentle movements. Shaking it out. Again, the reason I have us shake it out instead of doing one set of 40 seconds is just sometimes we just need to loosen up again, especially when we have some static poses as we will have coming up shortly. Sometimes it's really hard to just hold that for 40 seconds, or at least in my opinion it is. Alright, we're going to come down to the ground and do kind of like candlestick dippers, but instead of focusing so much on that crunch, it's kind of like a stretch. So if you don't want to hold and do like this, it's kind of just the overhead stretch is what we're looking for. And nice and slow, like a candlestick dipper stretch in a way. It's that same motion. Side. Again, like I like to loosen up in between. Stretch. Bring it back. Again, if you only get a couple on each side, that is fine. We are looking for that stretch. Again, not for reps. We want you to feel good. All right, on the floor, we're gonna create the figure 4 stretch. So bring up your right foot, right ankle onto your left thigh, and you're just stretching it like this. You can put some pressure down on your knee. You can bring your other foot closer, and you should feel it all nice in here. You need to adjust and go, move your foot back, you can do that. Depends on your flexibility. Some people go even closer. Some people need to push that knee down. All right, loosen that up, and then we're gonna put our left ankle on our right thigh to create that figure four again. This one I'm a little tighter on this side. I can't quite go as much, but nice and gentle. And breathing, it's a nice relaxing day. Or maybe you're doing this after you've done your stressful day, which is fine. Okay, staying seated, we're gonna go ahead and bring your right arm up by your ear. Bring that back, and you're gonna hold right back here. Get that tricep. So meanwhile, your right hand is now reaching down in between your shoulder blades or your scapulas. As far as it can go, you should feel that nice gentle stretch. Loosen it up. And then we're going to do our left arm. And so bring that left arm up by your ear. Bend it down and reach in between your shoulder blades. It feels so good. Sometimes we don't stretch as much as we should. And we've been working really hard, so that's why we're doing that. All right, we're going to do a hamstring hang. You're gonna cross your right foot over your left. And you're just gonna hang as far as you can go. If you have to stop at your knees, stop at your knees. If you can walk your hands down to your shins. If you're able to touch the floor, touch the floor. You don't want pain, you don't want to bob. Make sure your head is not watching the video, it's just hanging down. Alright, back up, loosen it up. You're gonna put your left over your right this time. Walk it down to where you feel that nice stretch. Again, it is totally natural to be tighter on one side than the other. Nice slow and controlled breaths. Alright, loosen that up. We are going to do calf peddlers. So we're going to go into a plank or down dog position. Kind of like plank, and you're just going to alternate, not in a full mountain climber, but you're going to alternate bending that knee, stretching your heel into the ground to get that stretch all the way up your calf. Shake it out. We're going to do that one more time. Put back down. And a nice full stretch. Just lifting that heel up. Oh, that feels really good. Okay. All right, the next one we have is Flamingo. Again, if you have a surface that's hard to balance on, always use a chair or a wall. You're gonna go ahead and bring, see if I can do it, holding your ankle behind you and try to balance. Oh my goodness, I'm having one of those days, aren't I? Progress, not perfection. Put your arm out, focus on a spot. Sometimes we talk about putting your finger in your belly button is what we sometimes tell my students, and that just gives them something to focus on. But again, if you need to hold on to something, it's okay. All right, get that next one. Oh, that balance. Sometimes it's a little easier to do it barefoot because you can have that flat surface. Sometimes in trainers, you have that curvature, and so sometimes it's a little bit harder. That's okay. All right, we're gonna go down to the floor, almost like doing a Cobra Push Up, but we're just gonna stretch. You're gonna lay down on your chest. go ahead and gently hold up. Straighten those arms to a point where you're not hurting, and relax your head and neck. Resting up. Feel it all straight down your abdominals. Relax. And just lay there for a second. And do that one more time. Alright, and lift up. Squeeze your glutes while you're at it. And the last thing we're going to do today is just a cat and cow. So you're just on all fours. You're going to go, from your table position to relaxed, so slightly arched down. And then you're going to go up, creating that bridge. And relax down. Come up, create that bridge with your back, like a scaredy cat. And down flat. Back up again. Take a moment, and we'll do that one more time. All right, here we go. And as you raise your back, you also going to tuck your chin in, bringing that to your chest to get that full movement also into your neck. That is it. You have just finished. You're at the halfway point, or you've just finished my 7-11 Tabata challenge. I really thank you guys for keep going. If you are at the halfway point, then that means day 16 starts tomorrow, which is basically day 1, starting from the beginning. And so I really hope you're enjoying it. Again, it's 11 minutes. 11 minutes. We can squeeze in 11 minutes. Even if you can't do 11 minutes, just look at what the workouts are and do it for 3 minutes. Do 3 at a time, whatever you need to do. But just take a moment and, make it a priority. And that's our whole goal. Again, progress, not perfection. I'm not perfect. I still have some extra stuff I'd love to work on, but I do feel stronger. It is something to you feel better. You really do. So take a moment. Thank you for joining me today. And I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Until next time, I will see you tomorrow.